Book Talk, we read the book If I Stay by Gail Forman.
Now I'm going to read the passage on the back of the book. On a day that started like any other, Mia had everything: a loving family, a gorgeous, adoring boyfriend, and a bright future full of music and full of choices. Then in an instant, almost all of this is taken from her. Caught between life and death, between a happy past and an unknowable future, Mia spends one critical day contemplating the only decision she has left, the most important decision she'll ever make. Simultaneously tragic and hopeful, this is a romantic, riveting, and ultimately uplifting story about memory, music, living, dying, and loving. So there's really only two main characters in the book, Mia being the main character. She is a teenager. She's like a junior in high school, just like us, and she's kind of introverted, so she's quiet, but like it's weird because like her family is like punk rockers, like they're really outgoing and loud and they like rock and stuff, but she loves music. She loves classical music, anything classical, and she wants to go to Juilliard one day to play the cello, and she actually auditioned, but she doesn't know if she got in yet. And then there's Adam, who is her like punk rocker boyfriend, and they meet because he was watching her one day and he like brings her to a concert and they fall in love like despite all odds because they're completely different people. The reason we like this book so much is because like it's a very good heartfelt story about like choosing like what happens in your life and controlling your life and like how your life can change in a second. So it makes you think of it, like makes you relate to your own life and how it could like change and like how important and valuable it is and how you should treasure your own life and not take it for granted.
People should read this book because it's really intense and you don't want to put it down, and the style of reading is different than any other book out there. She takes you through flashbacks so you keep interested the whole book.
My favorite part of the book would have to be when she's talking about like how she got to where she is through the flashbacks. So like throughout the whole book it's talking about like it's going back and forth between like what happened before the accident and like what's going on now. So like my favorite part would have to be like how she goes like she tells stories about like what happened before this happened and how she got to where she is in her life.
The genre of this book is young adult fiction, and now I'm going to read a passage from the book. How am I supposed to decide this? How can I possibly stay without Mom and Dad? How can I leave without Teddy or Adam? This is too much. I don't even understand how it all works, why I'm here in this state and that I'm in, or how to get out of it. If I were to say I want to wake up, would I wake up right now?
The main conflict of the book, like Lisa said, is if she chooses to stay alive and be with like Adam and like her friends and stuff, or die and like choose to be with the rest of her family who died in the accident. So basically she's just choosing whether or not to live, because like without her family it'd be very hard to live, but she couldn't imagine life without her boyfriend and her friends.
I would recommend this book to others because it's a great read for anyone who likes a good, heartfelt story with some romance in it, and anyone who likes a flashback style of reading. Everyone should now go and read this book because then you can figure out if she stays with her friends or dies with her family.